Um, After about the fourth cycle, and we haven't really shared this part of it too much, but after the fourth cycle, the doctors came in and told us that he needed a sixth cycle of high dose chemo. And instantly I felt the mom gut say no. No, I felt literally like I wanted to just drop to my knees and throw up and just scream to God and just cry. And I was just like, no. And I asked them why. After we did just a bunch of me meetings, I've reached out to doctors literally across the world on my own because I just couldn't find this to be true or real. I was like, no, this can't be. Like, you told us 4 to 5 cycles if he did well and he's doing great. Why are you trying to include or stick in there a 6th cycle of high dose? Why weren't you putting this in the beginning? And after going back and forth, it was like a debate with the doctor, but we prayed, we fasted, we spoke to our pastors about it. And Kenny and I, from the very beginning of the conversations about that 6th cycle, we just felt very strong in our gut that he did not need that 6th cycle. And my question was, with or without the 6th cycle, could he relapse? Because they were telling us kids relapsing, kids were dying without this 6th round. And I had a lot of questions that honestly the doctors couldn't even answer. So I was challenging them. But as a mom, you weren't just going to say, oh yeah, let's give my son this 6th cycle just out the blue, where it wasn't even spoken about in our first initial meeting, because I had a notepad and I wrote everything down and that wasn't talked about. So you're not just going to bring this up out the blue. Sometimes we have to understand that you have to go with your mom gut, because yes, the doctors are here to help us. Yes, they're amazing and they're trained and all of that, but they're not always right. In my opinion, they're not always right. So I had a lot of questions for them that they couldn't even answer. And if you can't answer them, then hey, I'm gonna, So after praying and fasting, we were led to not go with the 6th round. And I'm honestly glad that we didn't, because our son could have ended up in a ICU unit or in worse condition that he was in. And prayerfully, he has not been back to the hospital ever since we left. His numbers, his blood work, everything has been perfect. He is almost on 2 years. Like I said, at 2 years, they declare him cancer-free. So in November, he will be declared cancer-free. And he's just been doing amazing. And honestly, I'm so glad that we didn't go with the 6th round, but it was a battle, because it was like, do we or do we not? If we do, what if? If we don't, what if? And you as a parent, you're not settled in your gut, because you're just like, what if we make the wrong decision? Which is why we went ahead and prayed and fasted, and God gave us our answer, and we were confident in that answer.